Happy to be here, guys. How's everybody today?
That's fine, that's fine.
Good. I'll just open up with how practice is going, how the newcomers are looking, and a little bit about the expectations for this year. Practice is, we're 8 days in. Only had one bad day, and that's really refreshing. And on that bad day, it was really good. We just didn't have a great focus. Just because we demand excellence and the standard has been set, so we're not relinquishing that, not any day. All the other days is great energy, great focus, a relentless attitude, relentless attitude, and that's what we're looking for every day. We just had a captain's breakfast this morning where we elected captains, and Marche and Jessica and Alicia were named captains along with Mariah, who's a co-captain. Been doing a great job of team leadership. A lot of extra team bonding off the floor, which has been vital for us in changing the culture of what we're building here. That culture is, being on time, having pride in every single thing that you do, caring more for your teammate and putting them first than you do yourself, being the best you can in the classroom, not missing any tutors, not settling on anything that we do. And that culture is strongly growing every day. And I'm proud to say, these Houston Cougars are really getting after it, and we're really looking forward to this 15-16 season.
All right, guys, Nicole's got the microphone, so if you have a question, just flag her down, and we'll set you up. Jared?
Coach, you just mentioned something. Looking forward to the 2015 season. Had a season in and adding to what you already had. Having a couple days of practice, what do you see so far?
Yeah, the first thing is that we're really hungry and thirsty. And that was through recruiting, through summer workouts, through, rewinding all the disappointments we had from last year. We're not afraid just to show them that, because, before you can move forward, you got to know what happened in the past. And so we really look forward to getting the chance to get out on the floor, and they were really excited about that. So when we get out there, we don't have to remind them. We don't have to remind them of anything that happened last year. They already know, especially with those senior captains and some of the other ones who were here, taking some accountability and letting the newcomers know how hard it is in conference. So every day you got to bring 120, and that's in your attitude, in your effort, in your determination. Your dedication is every day. And we don't have to remind them of any of that. And so that's why our practices have been really, really aggressive, really, really grueling, and really, really insightful with them. And we try to do something, Rob and I, every day, just to put something out on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, but just how practice is going, because I want them to know exactly what I think about it every day. And we're really moving forward in that great direction.
Coach, you look at what you've added since last year. As coach, how much fun is it to know that you'll be able to mix in the returners with 3 really good scores that you got from the JUCO ranks?
Exactly. Having a Jackie Blake, who's at 6'2", who was a double-digit rebounder in junior college last year, who's already doing those things right now for us, and can shoot the 3 ball, stretch the defense, is really exciting. I feel like Coach Sampson, when you have somebody long and tall out there that can shoot it. Deanna Collins, point guard, that's shifty with the ball, just a dead range 3-point shooter, plus the craftiness to be able to thread the needle when she needs to. And Kiera Graves, her motor does not stop. She's 100 miles an hour all day long, the entire practice. So I tell everyone every day, she's the standard for what we're talking about when you talk about playing fast and moving up and down the floor. She attacks the basket like no other. and those scorers who averaged more than 20 points a game in their junior colleges last year and were all All-Americans coming out last year are going to make a great difference along with the players that we have here that are returning.
Coach, in terms of making a difference, especially when it comes to recruiting, how much is the development center, the investment that the university has made in both the men's and women's basketball program helped you and your staff in terms of trying to sell the University of Houston to recruits?
It's been tremendous. You know, the development center is really, really taken off, and the thing about it that made it so great is it only needs to be a shell and a commitment for all the young ladies to see, and then they were ready to come. So it hadn't been super hard for us. Once we got the shell up and we started to bring people and they started to see, and we showed them the vision and we talked about that vision, they were on board. They were on board. We have 5 young ladies who committed right now and projected top 12, top 15 class. And the staff worked their tails off to make sure that happened. Just because we had to beat out some Big 12, some SEC, Pac-12, those kind of schools to get these young ladies because, like I said a long time ago, we no longer have to beg. It's not happening anymore. That standards have been raised across the board. And so with the university doing that, showing that commitment, it's tremendous for us.
Along those lines of vision, what vision are you trying to project? I mean, obviously, you want to win now with the big group you have now, but long term, where do you want to go? Where are you guys projecting this to?
You know, I was just telling the girls, you know, we work with successes and failures every day. You know, so every day you're working with success and failures, meaning you make a hard pass to someone, it's a success. You make it there, you did what you're supposed to do. You make a soft pass and don't get there, it's a failure. You make a hard cut, hard screen, it's a success. You make a soft cut, don't get there, it's a failure. So our standard of where we're going and where that vision is to get every single day of success. And we have the standard in our conference in UConn. And so I could always refer back to them, and I don't want to go so hard and to piss them off and say UConn, 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 UConn 200 times of practice so they'll understand. They've set the standard, and they've reached the standard almost every single year. And we're climbing. So our vision is that. That's our vision, and we're going to surpass that. And it might not happen now, and we're going to be competitive this year, but years down the road, I'm telling you, with the classes that we're getting, we're going to compete with everybody. And national championship is not out of the words with University of Houston.
Coach, I know you can only say so much about recruiting, but you kind of adopted the H-Town takeover similarity to what you're trying to do. Is it a combination of the facility and maybe what recruits see the potential here, rather with your staff or with the people that you have, the recruits you have already here, the signees that has turned this program around, that kind of lends itself to maybe establishing that chasing greatness, H-Town takeover model that you have?
Exactly, and it's the commitment from the university. It's the Astros, you know, it's the Rockets, it's the Texans. It's our football team, you know, getting big recruits and being 5-0. It's all of it. It's all of it. And just that excitement is just here. You know, it's really, really cool when you have so many things to talk about with a recruit versus them, you know, talking to somebody else that's in a rural area or somebody else that's not up to the standards of what they're used to, because the kids here are used to so many things. So we can always bring those things up to remind them of how great they are and how fortunate they are to be in a place where you have so many options to be able to enjoy yourself on top of being better at basketball and in life. But those things have been tremendous for us on top of, you know, the things that we're doing in recruiting is pretty unique as well. Football has set the standard on their end. We set the standard on our end. We kind of merged the two. So all our mail-out stuff, all our recruiting calls, even with men's basketball, we collaborate on a lot of things just so we can make the best product overall. and the H-Town takeover and the Chasing Greatness thing together, it's been tremendous for us.
If you wouldn't mind, just some example, like when you mentioned some of the things that you do, is it like little social media things that you do for the recruits, or do y'all record something that goes to them via phone call, or what are you doing to kind of separate yourself from maybe some of the other schools?
You know, some of the video presentation we do is really different. We do our homework on all our athletes. Everybody was recruiting. Everybody we recruiting. So we'll take 5 or 6 games, break that down, edit it, and we tell them the truth. So we show them, well, you think you're shooting a 3 ball, but you're shooting at 23%, and this is why you're shooting at 23%. So we show them, well, you think your ball handling is here, but it's not there. So we show them when they're not running the floor hard. We show them all of those things that are good and bad about their game. Then we turn it around and show them why they fit in our system. So if we are recruiting a point guard who's not great coming off of ball screens, we'll bring her in, show her that, and she'll have to make a decision on top of us saying, we run a lot of ball screens, maybe we're not putting her in the right situation to be successful. So we recruit kids for the system and for their character and for their high motor, because you got to be able to go because we get up and down the floor, because we want to try to have 80 to 90 possessions a game. And, you know, people will hear that and be like, wow, do they really think they can do that? We think we can do that and more. We think we can do that and more. But those things in recruiting and those presentations, and then on top of, when they get on campus, they get a different feel. They get a feel from our administration like, you know, it's here to stay. And where we're taking the program, it's on the rise. You know, so when they get a chance to sit down with Ms. Chiser and Hunter and everybody that's involved, it's a different feel, because some places they go, they don't have an opportunity to talk to those people. They don't get a chance to meet the football coach. You know, they don't get a chance to meet the men's basketball coach and Coach Sampson and things like that. So we try to offer all of those things plus some. Plus some.
Coach, coming in from a Galveston County angle, Jessica Palmer from Mark High School, just what do you expect from her as a senior leadership, and what has she shown to this point, obviously, being elected captain?
You know, Jessica has been tremendous in all of our team bonding, great heart, great attitude. One of the best things about Jessica is, and it's a funny story, we have sacrifices. So everybody on the team has a sacrifice. Mine is my chocolate chip cookies. I can eat 2-3 bags a day. So we sat around and we talked about sacrifices, and Jessica loves social media. I mean, everything about it. And I asked her how great does she want to be, and I asked her what does she want for this year and what does she want for herself. And she told me all those things, and I said, well, you have to sacrifice something that's great for you. Something that you really love, something that's a distraction that's going to take your time away from where you want to take your game. And she thought about it and thought about it, and she came back and said, Coach, I think I want to do my social media. And I was like, whoa. And, you know, that's hard. You know, and she was like, I'll do that if you do your chocolate chip cookies. And I was like, whoa. But again, that's a kid that want to step out, be the best that she can be, work her tail off all summer, just like the rest of them. So why can't I sacrifice my chocolate chip cookies if she sacrificed her social media? And it started from there. So she's put in tremendous time, tremendous effort on building her brand. We talk about that every day. You know, you can't say one thing and do another. So she's balancing that out right now. But she's on the up end of that. But she's a kid that's going to play multiple positions for us. She got to be able to stretch the floor this year better than she did with the 3 ball, and she worked on 500 shots a day for 5 days a week this summer. The whole team did. She got to get a better motor, meaning a little faster, a little quicker, think a little quicker, rebounded a little more, and playing for a cause every game. When it was a cause, it was her best friend's birthday, she was 20 and 10. It's a cause. When it wasn't a cause, she was 13 and 7. So we got to get her playing for a cause every time, and I think she has that right now. But I think she's going to be tremendous for us this year.
Anything else for Coach? Jess has got one. No, you're good. All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank y'all so much. I
All right,
appreciate
we'll
it.
have Jess